Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Fresno State has a lot to prove. This first season in the Pac-12, they've been good for a long time, whether it was the WAC, the Mountain West Conference. Fresno State Bulldogs have proven they can compete with the best of the best, and now they get another chance to showcase that on the Pac-12 stage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have first crack at this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it down the field. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're going back to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Those third downs are hard to execute. And when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second and goal for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They go right back to their man on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on third and goal from the 2? Go! Power ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Rayshon Luke. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Fresno State right back to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the grab. It's McClain. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside. Jukes his way for more. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. There's some room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he's in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Pocket breaking down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. There he goes. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Wazoo.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Here's Here's the heat. Completes it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Final play of the quarter coming. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't. That one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Just keep slinging it. The short hands, it's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch and he's free. Quick step and go. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Fresno State right back to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's McClain. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. The offense changing the play. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little release to the back. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Big guy smells it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on third and 1? Motion from the back. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Gets it to the back. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Hands it off. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Might as well stick with him. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches.
Caught, and he's got room. Spinderella. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass. Looking left. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Fresno State right back to the line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Floats it out in space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Flips it out to the back. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Gets the back moving. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Tight end now in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looking to throw. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And this RB's been a weapon, man. How much fun is it to have a guy that can run in a touchdown, can catch 2? You can deploy him anywhere on the field. He's dangerous, and this defense, they better get locked in, man. Wherever he's at, whether he's catching it, running it, all eyes need to be on him.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The Cougars are in the hurry up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Washington State will have to boot it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on Fresno State's sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going.
Snags it and he's open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, ready? Go.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about got this back, staying on track and getting it in on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Washington State going quickly. Defense in press coverage. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell...
Touchdown, Washington State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Swings it out to the flat. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning.
Turning it on!
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job made getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Sets up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That last completion was not exactly what they had in mind. Going backwards, they'll try to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw. A little release to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Fresno State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Now from inside the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Washington State lines up quickly.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback.
He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready. They were down.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Fresno State. Once he got some room, it was over. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus games to park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. And the Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's good.